why Canada's wealthiest clients are looking south, and what you as a broker should do. Well, welcome to the channel. My name is Desmond Soon, and my business partner, he is the founder and CEO of CFM, Commercial Financing Mastery, Sua Trung. Today, we're going to be talking about what we're seeing in the statistics of Canada's affluent, right? Now, there's all kinds of statistic studies out there, and what we're seeing more and more discussions about high earning Canadians moving capital opportunities
Yeah.
and even themselves to the United States. No pun intended. We even have a so-called allegedly leader of our government whose family resides in the United States, even though he is sitting as the number one in the country. And so
Yep.
put that example aside. Many of the top percentage of the Canadian affluents are moving to the United States or investing in the United States. And whether you agree with the trend or not, whether the real question is not
Irrelevant.
about politics, right?
Yep.
Exactly. It's basically if your best client are moving or looking to the South, are you positioned as a broker, as a financial professional? Are you positioned to help them, or are you about to lose that file? That's the question. Sua, what are you seeing in the market? What is the all this talk and buzz? And it's not just about residential. What are you seeing?
Yeah. You know, in the residential market, it's pretty much dead right now. You look across Canada, of course, we have those issues the reason why it's dead. And, the lots of debates about that, but we don't go into that. You don't need to be involved in politics. Just,
No.
like you say, I say, just follow the money. Wherever the money's going, every business owner that I know of, every successful entrepreneur that I know of, they go where the money is treated best, where they're treated better. If you're not being treated best in your own country, that money's flowing somewhere else. I mean, they're not going to sit here and wait, right? And the biggest trend that I've seen, huge amount of capital is flowing south. Ginormous. We're just at my top 10% of my investors,
Yeah.
they are going south. They're not investing across Canada anymore. So just in the top 10% of my own investors, I cannot speak for everybody else, but if that's the big money, it's moving down there. Why are you staying here? Why are you not being involved in that? My question to a mortgage broker is, why are you watching the money flee? Should you not be a part of the process, right? Client trusts you. Now they're going down there blindfolded basically to
Correct.
invest. Why aren't you helping them?
Yeah. And we're talking like family
Right?
offices. We're talking, big money here. When we're talking about
Big
big
money.
money,
Yep.
you're also talking about like, whether or not we like it or not, right? It's not about politics, as you
Yep.
mentioned. When the capital moves, it's going to move where it feels more useful. And obviously, if you're advising your client, that has, these large holdings, then, you want to position yourself, not lose the file, and to be able to position yourself to be that advisor for them to help them down in the US, down south, right? So can you explain a little bit more about, how why is it so important that you position yourself as that advisor, that expert that helps them to navigate the opportunity? Like if high income Canadian clients are looking in the US, and that says something really, really important to most of the, if you're an accountant, you're a broker, if you're advisor, CPA, you don't just want to stay purely domestic and then lose all the relevance. You want to
Yeah.
become more valuable by helping the
Definitely.
think cross border. So,
Yeah.
so
Deepen your relationship basically. Like, why stop? I mean, you've helped them got it from point A to point B to from here to here. Why not keep going? And our knowledge base, our experience, they can leverage that even more. And you can expand and you can grow even more too, along with them, because they rely on you. They don't have time. They got money, but they don't have time to do this. They got to, take care of their business, their family. They have their own life.
yeah,
They're only moving because out of choice, out of necessity.
yeah,
Shouldn't you? And who better to help them with the investment in real estate than us, right?
right.
The
Because you've
only
already dealt
difference
with them.
is
You've already dealt with them in Canada.
exactly.
Yeah,
You already know in Canada, and they're investing in Canada in residential most likely because the majority of us, our investors, residential is the biggest investment in real estate when it comes to real estate investing. Whereas in United States, it's complicated. Is that if anybody's investing in the United States, residential property is very limited because there's a lot of pushback. I mean, politically, there's huge pushback in the United States right now. Matter of fact, they've been stopping companies from owning residential.
Correct.
So if your investors going down there want to expand more in residential side, that's a mistake they're going to make, right?
Yeah.
You and I, we know this, and I teach this with all my mentees that commercial real estate is the number one place. They left that untouched. They don't want to touch it. They don't want to deal with it. Those are sophisticated investors. And here's why, right? When you invest in real estate, it's more emotional decision making. You're dealing with sellers who are emotional. You're dealing with the community that are emotional, meaning that, there's some foreigner coming down here to a suburb buying up residential property. They're not going to treat you very well, right? So on that aspect alone, there's going to be pushback in the community about us coming down south to buy residential property. Why fight that? Buy commercial, buy apartment building, buy medical building, buy strip mall, plaza. Heck, there is so much down
Yeah,
there.
mixed use, right? The business use
Yes,
property.
mixed use. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can live in a residential upstairs, have a commercial downstairs, pay for everything. That can be your getaway home. Your second home. Not the ideal vacation home. Oh, maybe it can be.
Yeah.
If it's a beachfront property, mixed use,
Yeah.
you got commercial downstairs paying for it. You got your sandwich shop, you got your meat, you got your restaurant, you got your maybe even
A bar.
ice cream parlor,
Yep. Yep.
coffee shop, and you live upstairs with a
Yep.
nice balcony with a nice beach view, right?
Yep.
That's commercial.
Yeah, residential.
So
So you always say this in your cohort trainings during the CFM academy, and you train, right? You always say like residential is more emotionally charged, right? Whereas the
big
biggest
time,
difference in
big time.
commercial, it's tied to
Yep,
income, utility, and business
yep,
activity, right?
yep, yep. And it's all about the numbers. As broker, you guys know what the numbers are. Does it make sense logically? Does the math make sense? We can finance it. If it doesn't make sense, move on to the next one. Move on to the next. So how to do it is the easy part. I teach that in underwriting in the workshop that we have, right? But the thing is, we're dropping the ball, guys, by not helping our client level up. We know way more than them already. As little as you know about the United States market, you don't need to know the legal stuff. You don't need to know. You get the right team. We talk about that in the other video, right?
Yep.
And I'm sure Desmond will give you a link to it later in the comment section where
Yep.
yeah
I'll
up
post
there.
it. I'll post it somewhere around here where you can click on it.
That's
Yep.
right. That's right. What we want to get the message out to you guys is this. Don't drop the ball, guys. The client already gave you the ball. Carry it with them, right? Be
Yep.
there for them. Be the support. We can have the team in place. We take care of that. We understand what's necessary. You don't need to understand the law. You need to have a legal team. You need to have the title people. You need to have the insurance people in place.
Yep.
Support all the support team members.
The lender access, right? The support, the structural support.
That,
Right?
that goes without saying. Yeah, the lender access, the CPA, make sure that the structure is set properly,
Yeah.
taxation, all that. See, you don't need to know taxation. You don't need to know any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Have the proper team in place. In the other video, we talk about that in depth, right? It's a simple process that, hey, increase your knowledge, increase your trust, deepen that relationship with this client.
Mhm.
This is the time they need you the most. Don't abandon them.
Yeah. And you've said this
Right?
so many times, right? So like you don't need the entire solution, but you do need to be that trusted starting point. And then
Yep.
as we talked about in the other video, as you also cover in your cohort trainings, your workshops about, assembling that dream team, right? And having them be an extension of your arm, right? So that they help your client and your client already has that trust with you. Now extend
Correct.
that trust and they're going to deepen that trust with you even more if you help them to acquire and you're advising them not to go into condos, not to go into residential,
Yeah.
rather into
Make all
cash
that
flow.
mistake. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. So yeah, your advice is greatly needed. I mean, they're going down there blind. They have no support system in place. They don't know who to trust, whether the money is going to be taken care of, whether this deal is actually good,
Yeah.
whether, whether that money is going to cause problem down the road and you're pouring into a big black hole where
Yeah.
you never get money out of it again. All these kind of concern that they have, who's better in position to do that? Somebody with a relationship in the United States already, like myself. And that's what we offer, like you can come in our wagon and hook up to your wagon to ours, and we'll share our lender access. We share our support team in the United States, CPA in the United States, a legal team in the United States. We know who's good and who's got high integrity. That's what we want for our client. That's what they relied on you,
Yeah.
right?
I
In
mean, so
Canada, in the
you teach
States,
you
right?
teach this all the time, right? And especially when you're dealing with ultra high net worth, family office or clients, these individuals, they don't mess around. They already understand. If you just think about it, right? You always say it's about who can execute the deal. How can you build the confidence in your client that they know that you are the trusted broker that's going to help them execute the deal. So if you can be that person rather than just hand off the file to someone else in the United States, then you can be that person that helps to keep the process organized, and you protect them, you protect your client from the bad handoffs. So
Yeah.
they don't just need information, right? They need the competence, the structure, the team, and that's what you coach and you
And
show.
yeah, and that's what they're buying at the end of the day. They're buying you. They're buying everything that you offer, whether the lender access or the support system in place. But ideally, it's the confidence to get shit done. Excuse my language, right?
Yeah,
They have no idea. They're not confident. The far least from confidence. They're relying on somebody like yourself. Now they're starting off from scratch. Why?
yeah,
They don't need to, right? We're the better person to interview people. We're the better person to really understand, to really get a vibe of somebody who's going to be able to do it or not, because
yeah.
we know the talk. The client doesn't know. You know, if some commercial guy in the United States, some realtor in the United States bullshits a client, they don't know.
Yeah.
We've seen enough. We hear enough. So they're buying our confidence. They're buying our ability to execute, make sure that deal gets done, like A to Z, without complication, without creating a big mess for them. That's what they want.
Yeah.
Save them time, right? Make sure things get done right the first time. They don't
Correct.
want a mess. That's what they're paying for,
And
right?
so this is what you've always framed for the, any of the students that have gone through your cohort training, the separation between the residential mortgage brokers or someone that may have worked in retail banking or a financial professional. This is where now you step into the world of commercial financing and capital advisory. This is a very
That's
different
right.
world of capital advisory because it's about confidence, it's about structuring the deal, right? And it's
Yeah.
about bringing that team to your client. So if any of your clients are looking in the US right now, you're watching this video and you want to stay relevant, you want to stay in control, right? You want to be in the relationship. You want to learn how commercial deals actually work across borders, right? That's exactly what Sua teaches. He's been doing it for over 30 years. He puts on every now and again. I'm like, Sua, we need to pin you down and get you to open up another cohort because we have people knocking at our door asking, how do I learn these skills? How do I break into the US market? How do I form my team? I've never done a deal in the US. Well, that's exactly what Sua does. How you
Yeah.
help professionals understand what's possible. What can they expect if they were to apply to learn from you, Sua?
Well, for one thing, I mean, the short end of it is just increase confidence because we're here to support you. I got 30 years, decades of mistakes I've made. You don't need to repeat that, right? And with the people that we have already vet, that also saves you time. Like it really, at the end of the day, who do you have time to interview people? Sure you do. But you got to go through 12 people to get one person. You got to go to 36 people to get three people. I have really compressed down time for you, right? If I'm not making mistakes, doing it the right way, setting up the right team, how to do it, the process, all that stuff. I teach it all. I don't hide anything back. And at the end of it, I want our graduate to be a success story because that's how we get a reputation out there, right? Rather than just sell stuff and we never see them again, right? No, we're here for you. The next 12 months, you got a deal, I'll help you,
Mm,
right? That's the kind of person I am. We're not here to just one off and see you later. All right, never
yeah.
see you again. Like I have a mortgage for 5 years and never see the client again.
No, exactly. That's very different from residential, right? The real risk, I think,
Yeah.
is not that the clients move the capital to the US. The real risk is that you are not the one who's actually helping
Yep.
them to do it. Just think about that. You're not the one
And,
having to
and
do it. That's the
there is
risk.
so much money you leave on the table. You know what it is? It's not just about our clients go down to the United States.
Yep.
There is going to be exit strategy in the future. They're never going to stay there 100% of the
Correct.
time. They're never going to stay there for 100 years. They may move back.
Yep.
Matter of fact, they have friends they might bring back to Canada. If they
Yep.
have, business owner, we get along. We connect, right? We
Yep.
grow our network wherever we go. So we're not going to stay inside our own little our home or cave, right? We expand our network when we move to a new location. Like I have, I know way more people who are well off too wherever I move to
Yeah.
because
Well,
I
I mean,
want to
you've
see
done
how.
deals in Bali, you've
Yeah,
done deals, you're in
exactly,
Vietnam,
exactly. Yeah,
right? And you've always got
you
investors
find
you
you
connect
find the
with.
best person. I find
Yep.
the smartest person in the industry. I find the smartest person in the bank. I want to connect with that person. That's how I grow my business.
All right.
Same thing. Americans will want to invest in Canada too. It goes
Yes.
both ways,
So if you
right?
want to learn more about the cohort, there's going to be a link somewhere around here in the description, somewhere around there. Email us at
Finance mastery.
info@commercialfinancing.com
Yeah.
with the subject CFM cohort inquiry. You'll either speak with one of our team members or it'll even be put on my desk. I'll get on the phone with you. I'll speak with you. And if you meet the right requirements, I will introduce you to Sua. I hope to see you in class with us so that we can do some deals together. With that, see you in the next video.